Welcome into the Lakers Report, an at-home edition, because Los Angeles has gone out and made another trade. They are acquiring center Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets for a lot. Let's run through really quickly the trade details, and then I'll tell you everything there is to know about Mark Williams and what the Lakers gave up. But Matthew Peterson here from Chat Sports breaking it all down with you guys. So, Shams on it first saying the Lakers are trading Dalton Knecht, which I'm wearing my Tennessee shirt, so you can see where my thoughts are on that. Cam Reddish in a 2031, so a fifth grader, unprotected first-round pick, and a 2030 pick swap to the Charlotte Hornets for center Mark Williams. My initial reaction to this trade is, this is a good acquisition for LA. It's the last missing puzzle piece of a really good roster now that they have Luka. I mean, this is a lineup that has LeBron, Luka, Reeves, and after sending Anthony Davis to Dallas, they then created a void at that 5 spot in the lineup, and they get the former Duke first-round pick, 7'2" center, who has been great defensively for the Hornets so far. I think this is a win-win trade for both sides. The Lakers clearly trying to squeeze out one more championship run with LeBron, and they give him a really good center to work with, along with Luka at the 1. And now if you're the Hornets, you're adding more draft picks because they have been one of the worst teams in the NBA this year. You're adding a rookie in Dalton Knecht, who's had some really good moments so far in his young career. And sure, a bit of a veteran player now in Cam Reddish, but still, this is a win-win trade for both parties here. Like I said, when it comes to Mark Williams, I'm sure everyone is wondering, who the heck is this guy? Well, I'll tell you who the heck he is. He was the 15th overall pick back in 2022 out of Duke by Charlotte. This season for the Hornets, he's only played in 22 games. He started 19, but he's been a very impactful player on the court for Charlotte. 16 points a game. That is a career high for him so far, going along with nearly 10 rebounds, so 9.8 per game, nearly averaging a double-double, and also over a block a game. So a good defensive piece, great size down low, and the Lakers now feel like, okay, we have every piece needed to go out and make a competent run in the Western Conference. As for the pieces the Lakers gave up in this trade, I've got my Tennessee shirt on, full transparency. I got out of bed to film this video because as a proud Tennessee alum, I wanted one more opportunity to talk about Dalton Knecht before he got shipped off to basically Guantanamo Bay of the NBA, the Charlotte Hornets, where careers go to die. So I'm a little bummed for him in this regard, and I love the pick the Lakers made when they took, sure, a bit of an older player, and that's not the fun thing to do in the NBA. You try to get the 19-year-old guys who can jump out of the gym, and that wasn't Knecht coming out of Tennessee. He had played a long time in college and was a prolific scorer his final season on Rocky Top, but the Hornets, I think, are getting a good up-and-coming player in Knecht. I'm really excited to see what his future in the association looks like. And for any Hornets fans watching right now, they're putting together a pretty good, arsenal of draft picks here. They own first-round draft picks in the next 7 years. It's top 14 protected from Miami in 2027 and unprotected in 2028. A top 2 protected swap from Dallas in 2027. A right to swap first with the LA Lakers in 2030, and so on and so forth. So a lot of picks going over to Charlotte as they begin their rebuild. And for Dallas, you traded away a 2031 unprotected first-round pick. I love NBA trades for this reason, because when I hear 2031, it's kind of like when college football matchups are announced. They're 10 years from now, and we're like, we'll never get there. So 2031 first-round pick, that's so far away from now, no one's going to lose sleep over that. Dalton Knecht is probably the one piece that you are a little upset you get taken away from you after being a first-round pick over the summer. He's had a really good start to his career, I feel like. He got off a little bit, hot and then cooled off a little bit, and he had a really good performance the other night. So I'll miss Knecht on the Lakers because that would have been a really fun run for him, but that's just my alma mater coming through. So let me know what you think of the trade. I'll read through it one more time, and you guys can give me your thoughts in the comment section. The Lakers are trading Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, a 2031 unprotected first-round pick, and a 2030 pick swap to the Charlotte Hornets for the 7'2" center Mark Williams. Let me know, grade the trade A, B, C, D, or F down below in the comment section. While you're doing that, I will give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Prize Picks. We got the big game coming up, and over on Prize Picks, you can get Patrick Mahomes' passing yards at 0.5. That's right. So if you want to have some extra fun on Sunday, just take the more on that, because I think he's going to throw for about 1 or 2 yards minimum, and then pair it with another selection, more or less on that, and you are ready to roll. So do yourself a favor and make the big game that much more exciting with Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. All of that information is in the comments and description of today's video. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Now, I'm not joking when I say mid-video, my Hornets friend, and I didn't think there were many of those guys out there, but my Hornets friend texted me, giving me his opinion on the trade, so I thought I'd read it to you, because who doesn't love some intel from behind enemy lines here? Mark Williams, great lob threat, will run a dynamic pick and roll with Luka, compares to what Luka had with Derek Lively in Dallas, but better. So let's build off of that here, because Luka has yet to make his Lakers debut. He's still battling that calf injury, but that should not hold him out for very much longer. And I mean, that's basically the reason why the Mavs, went out and got Derek Lively, to create that pick and roll and that lob threat down low. So they are trying to recreate what the Mavs created in Dallas, and it worked pretty well. I think the Mavs had a good postseason run last year. I can't quite remember if they even... Did they get very far? I think they got far. So why they moved down for Luka, we'll never know. But the Lakers are the biggest winners of that. And now the Mavericks with Pelinka are going, all right. Sorry, now the Lakers with Pelinka are going, all right, well, let's just kind of create what works so well in Texas for Luka and bring it on over to the City of Angels. And I think this is a really good trade for the Lakers to get that last missing puzzle piece. You lose Anthony Davis, and don't get me wrong, that's definitely a tough player to part ways with, given how important he was defensively. We're talking about a top 3 defensive player in the association when healthy, and he had been pretty healthy the last year and a half or so compared to some earlier stretches in his career. But now you get a 7'2" center from the Charlotte Hornets and Mark Williams, a former first-round pick, and you hope to recreate that pick-and-roll threat that Luka had with Lively in Dallas, now in LA. So I like this trade for both parties. I think the Hornets are doing a good job of accepting reality, which is, we suck, let's tank, and let's get a boatload of picks. And if you're the Lakers, you have Luka, so your window is now until Luka retires. Like, your window is the next 12 years, and you've got a little bit of time left with LeBron, so try and capture some magic while those two overlap for a little bit by replacing AD with a younger and, sure, maybe not quite as effective, but a Kirkland version, if you will. So that's going to do it for us on our at-home edition of the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. Matthew Peterson here. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me in my kitchen late this Wednesday night. We will be live here on Chat Sports for the 2024 NBA trade deadline. So make sure you tune in 2025 NBA trade deadline. That way you do not miss a single thing, because trades are flying all over the place with Jimmy Butler going from Miami to Golden State, and a lot more moves coming down the wire as we inch closer to the trade deadline tomorrow.